Atomic stitch. Welcome to the stream. We're happy that you're here. Pour yourself a drink. Tea or coffee, wine or beer. Coffee, wine or beer. Our host, she may be knitting. Our host, she may be spinning. But mostly she'll be chatty Cathy, helping gladly. Get all them bitsies ready. It's Atomic Stacy, an expert at all that you like. Atomic Stacy, so sit back and embrace the delight. You can laugh along, craft along, sass along with Atomic Stacy.
Hey gang, hello. It is I, Sick Stacy. How are y'all? I apologize in advance for all the mouth noises I'm gonna make today. Hey gang. I am here. Did Damien get COVID as well? He did. We are both sick. I'm like 2 days, I'm a day and a half ahead of him. Sick Stacy is no good here. Huntress, thank you very, very much. That 19-month sub. My goodness. I'm here. I'm alive-ish. I'm gonna make so many mouth sounds. I do feel infinitely better, though. So that's nice. The long story is... no, the short words are so hard today, guys. Basically what happened was 13 Disciple came down with family. We did all the Disney. It was amazing. We did not mask up as hard as we normally do when we go to the theme parks, and I'm pretty sure that's where we got it from. So the moral of the story is masks work. But fantastic time. 13 Disciple and family went on to enjoy the rest of their vacation, and I got a bonus vacation. Yes, we are both vaccinated, Bash. We both have our first booster. We're not currently eligible for our second booster yet here. No hospital needed. We didn't even have to physically go to the doctor, which was really nice. Our clinic has the video call, so we just did that, and then they sent it to the pharmacy. We've been solely keeping Panera Bread and Planet Smoothie in business. I think we are their sole benefactors this week. So apart from just being exhausted and feeling like poop and having just a very, very coffee household, we have been just fine. I'm very happy to be back though. Cheddar broccoli soup. No, I've been living off of the tomato and the homestyle chicken. And Damien's been going hard on the Thai chicken soup because it's a little spicy. Also, Damien and I have exact opposite symptoms. So mine is all like chest, coughing, runny nose, fever. And Damien is all like body aches and chills and sweats and all in his sinuses. So he wants all the spicy things to clear out his sinuses. And I'm like, it will burn my chest. Let me catch up. I'm so behind. It's going to be a very slow day today, guys. I'm apologizing in advance. Punk Pixie Blue. Hello. I miss your face. Thank you for that 16-month sub. I had a horrible headache for 4 days, some congestion and a slight cough when I had it. That's much similar to Damien. He's had that sinus headache since like Tuesday. It is not going away. Mine's just the cough and the fatigue is the two big things. But I'm on steroids. Hey. I'll write it out. I'm going to attempt to mute myself as much as possible to keep the mouth sounds down. Nurse String Player has been checking on me, which I appreciate immensely. Nurse Pearl has been sitting on my head most of the time that I've been laying down, which is great for me, but very upsetting for Damien because he's like, cats can catch COVID. And I'm like, I don't keep this cat off my face. I dare you. Ginger Zone, I can take the Mucinex when I'm done with the steroids. I can't take them both at the same time I asked. The steroids are gangbusters though, which is nice. We're home and Punk Bunny's excited to have his hammock back again. That little spoiled kiddo. I'd leave a care package on the doorstep if I could. Huntress, Planet Smoothie, and Panera Bread have been doing just that. All of the good delivery bits which has been very nice. But my favorite part was when Damien came into the office the other day and he goes, you know what, Squish? I know this was before he got super sick, when I was just starting to get sick. And he goes, you know what, Squish? Because he calls me Squish. I'm going to get you some Pantera bread tomorrow. And I was like, oh, that sounds great. You know what would be better? It's Panera bread, because Pantera is a tank. And he goes, I love that you know that. And then he left, and then I cursed him, and then he caught it. That's what happened. Tinky, I like your new username, because I thought it was so cute in the Discord. You can try and get her away from me, but she won't. It's true. That cat is attached to me. He also keeps asking for abacavos. Oh no. The laughing will be a problem today. We got Damien some sinus stuff. He's doing okay. He also got a nasal spray from the doctor, which is funny because he takes it and then immediately sneezes it out and then has to take it again. But yeah, definitely on the upswing, feeling way better. I definitely sound worse than I feel. I'm still tired, but like I don't have any of the lingering COVID brain kind of deal. Most of the fever seems to have worked itself out. Still tired, but when I'm just sitting still hanging out, things are fine. So we're gonna try some spinning today, because I've been doing a lot of spinning the last 2 or 3 days, because I just empty head, no thoughts, only spinning. So we're gonna try some of that in a hot second. First of all though, how are y'all? Hope y'all are staying healthy, because I did not. I also think we just did too much when we were with 13. We did 4 theme parks in 3 days. No, we did 3 theme parks 4 times in 4 days. It was a lot. I needed new feet. Bash, thank you for that 11-month sub. How can I not resub to a sick person? I've been making red heart amigurumis. All of them have already sold. KB, hello. You have made the most adorable cactuses. Cacti. Cactusiases. They're so cute. I'm also congrats on already selling all of them. A+. Still working on my shawl. Sinful Crafts, which shawl is that? I have not touched my Macariri shawl because I'm on the second lace part. And you know what doesn't go well together? Cough medicine you can't drive with and lace. The good news is that, so, work has taken very good care of me. So I had like a scratch in my throat Sunday, and we thought it was just because we were exhausted. And both Damien and I had our mouths open snoring all night. So we thought it was just like dry air throat thing. And then Monday I was like, starting not to feel so good. Oh no. So I took a COVID test. It was negative. And I was like, okay, well, Here's hoping. And then Tuesday I woke up and I was like, oh no. So I took a COVID test, called the doctor. Can we do the thing? They got me in like an hour and a half later, and I had steroids like an hour after that, and I was already drugged up. That was very nice. Damien was still well enough at the time to go get the stuff, so I was like, yeah. I took over my office in the bedroom and the master bath, and Damien slept on the couch in his office, and I wore a mask. Like, we quarantined so good. But the next day, Damien already had it, so I was already starting to feel the symptoms, so I was like, nope. We caught it together. He just had an extra day of delay. I have not lost any sense of smell or taste, Bash. Damien has a little bit, but mostly because his sinuses are blocked and he just can't breathe out of his nose. Like, it's funny because he's like, I can tell that I haven't lost my sense of taste, but I can definitely tell like my sense of smell is affecting my taste because he's drinking the soup. And he's like, so I can't taste this part, but I can definitely taste this. And I was like, you're fine. Daylight breaking. Ooh, I do like those colors. It's gorgeous. So then the next day, Damien's like, oh, I may have it. I'm feeling a little feverish. And I was like, take a COVID test. So he did, and it was negative. And we're like, well, and then he's like, but my chest hurts because he has all the body aches. And I was like, oh. So we called the doctor, got him in the next morning. He took a COVID test beforehand. It was so positive. Like, as soon as you put the drops on, like, before even the control strip changed, the test strip changed. And we were like, that's extra COVID-y, my dude. I sounded like you when I had it. Didn't feel bad other than the headache. Once he went away, I actually crawled under my truck to put the running boards on her. There you go. Mage, hello. Yeah, we're a plague household. But work has been extra nice to me. Tuesday after I found out I had it, I just put in like a half day work and everyone's like, don't worry about it. And I had already told everyone that I was working from home this week or this past week on like Monday, because I was like, I have like a little ticklish throat and a bit of a runny nose. So I'm like, just out of abundance of caution, I've been in the parks a lot. I'm not coming in, which turned out to be a very good thing because it was COVID. So work has been really nice. They're like, just put your out of office up and we'll just assume you're out sick until we hear from you. And I was like, great. I can't come back to the office. I have stipulations about when I can come back on property and then when I have to wear a mask. But the short story is I'll just be working from home all next week, which makes me very happy because I am too tired to go places. Too tired. Also, no one wants to hear the spicy cough. The spicy cough. I'm going to steal that, Huntress. That's fantastic. Fell down and broke my crown, so I haven't got as much done as I would like. Oh no. I hope your noggin's okay. Sorry, there's gonna be so many noises. So many mouth snot sounds, cough. I'm sorry. If it bugs you, I understand. It's not going away though. Did Damien have to skip some streaming? Yes. He took, what do you have to do? He took like Wednesday and Friday off last week because we were hanging out with 13 Disciple. And then this week he's taken a couple days. I don't know. I don't even know what days it is for me, man. Staples are out now. What? It's in fall. God, be careful, my dude. Have to be more careful. We can't all be broke at the same time. Somebody has to drive this bus. It's not me. We all know this. I'm on too many drugs to drive the bus. Y'all want to see some pictures of things that we did at Disney when life was still good? When life was still good and I could still feel all of my face at the same time. Here we go. Boop. There's a good old day one. We got 13 disciple, we got lady 13, we got a brother-in-law 13, who also goes by Tectonic something on Twitch. He's on Twitch and I can't ever remember his username because I did not put 2 and 2 together that that was who I was talking to until like halfway through the trip. This very happy Skyliner dude, Damien and me went straight to Epcot to get drinks. Damien took normal Damien pictures. I can drive the bus, but you have to watch the nugget? No. We went out to a fancy steakhouse and I got some a bison fillet. It was so good. Damien can't stop talking about it. I'm trying to redeem hydrate. It's because everyone else has already redeemed hydrate. I'm also like almost out of water, so we're gonna have to slow down on the hydrates. Here are the 2 boys. I tried to get Damien and 13 to do prom pictures in front of the golf ball at Epcot, and they said no. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be great. And I tried real hard, but they told me no. I had to send this picture to my boss. He told me that there is a new drink at the Magic Kingdom that had alcohol in it. It was a lie. Magic Kingdom is still a dry park. No alcohol in that theme park. I didn't tell my boss that that's what caused COVID. But my hair and my ears look so good here. How could I not take this picture? Bison? Yeah. Does that boy take a normal picture? No. No, he does not. This is 13's mom, and Damien got a scooter. Because at that point his knees and his shins were killing him, and we still had 2 theme park days to go. So I turned around and this is the picture I got, and I was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't not take a picture of it. Me and my dude, we played an entire game of Dragon Quest with my main character's name was my dude. Yes. Said Ali, hello. I'm not broke, but I have no license. I'll put you all in bubbles. I'll drive. Normally, I'm really good at the driving, but I'm on the good cough medicine today. I think this might be my favorite picture. So our last full theme park day, we did Hollywood Studios, and it was just Star Wars. Like, we pretended to do other stuff good too, but it was mostly just Star Wars. Which was very super fun. I really like Galaxy's Edge. 13 Disciples, a huge Star Wars fan. So he can do normal pictures. Very, very staged. But I absolutely love Galaxy's Edge because every square inch of the property is just covered in crap like this. Like, it looks so lived in. It's so cool. The boys all had to build lightsabers. This is our master lightsaber builder. He was so good. He was so good. It gave everybody goosebumps. And this face. This face. Everyone's so happy with themselves. Did he buy it there? Yes, he did. He built a lightsaber and then he bought a lightsaber. All the lightsabers were had. All the lightsabers. Damien made a purple lightsaber. He's very proud. Do I crawl out of bed and switch laundry or just sleep? Just sleep. It's Saturday. So you'd be running a risk with me driving. 13 hadn't been to Disney since he was like 8. So we did all the things. Like, they're so proud of themselves. So proud of themselves. I think that's the end of all the pictures I can show. Oh, no, there's one more. So there's a lightsaber shop that I didn't realize that you could go into. So this was fun because there was an extra shop that Damien and I didn't even know was there afterwards. And it's full of just the coolest crap. Because it's like a bounty hunter trophy den. There's a little sleepy dude back here. But they just had like the coolest stuff all over the walls. And I was like, yes, please. You need a man that'll look at you the way that man looks at that saber? Fact. 1000% fact. Very fun. It was very fun. Got a lot of toys. I turned off a bunch of redemptions. Any chance the Millennium Falcon was there? Oh, Bash, you don't even know. I didn't take pictures of it this time, but at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, hang on. I got pictures the last time we were there. Let me turn the music down. Excuse me. When we went, Damien and I go. We went last year. We took all the pictures. All the pictures. Damien and I went last year during the pandemic. We did a staycation. Which was very fun because it was still crazy hot, but nobody was there. It was very busy when we went. Here we go. So yeah, so they have essentially a 1-for-1 Millennium Falcon. It's big and it's beautiful, and Damien took 6,000 pictures of it. Get you a man that takes pictures of you like this man takes pictures of the Millennium Falcon. That's inside the key line. That's a Sabak game. Sabak game. Yeah, Damien took 600 pictures. Let me find you something better. Let's find better pictures that Damien didn't take. There we go. Picture Stacy took. With my sweet, sweet hat hair. Here's the ramp. Full-size ramp. Damien can't reach it. Damien kept saying he could reach it. He couldn't reach it. But it's big and it's beautiful. Mr. Teleka, hello! Am alive. I feel like I should have a newspaper with like the date on it. It's proof. There we go. All the Millennium Falcon pictures. Oh, that one's a good one. Full size. I'm sure it's like 95% size. It can't be full size, but it's alleged full size. All right. It's big enough size. There it is. It is big enough size. I did get some toys. Damien showed off all his toys. I feel like I should show off all of my toys. I have first coffee all week. It still tastes weird. Did they build that falcon for the park or did they use it in the film? They built it for the park. The ones in the film are essentially a cardboard cutout. That one is there to stay. Hang on, let's get the spinning cam settled, and then I'll grab some toys. Play with some toys. Kill all porgs, Mr. Talika. You shut your face. You shut your face right now. How dare you, sir? Mostly because I have saved all of them. Cardboard cutouts, you ruined it. That's how movie props work, my dude. So 13 Disciple was very excited to go to the parks. With us, his personal tour guide, and helped make it my mission to continue my porg problem. So I got some porgs. I got a lot of porgs. I got all the porgs. There's so many different styles of porgs, you guys. They even have this cute little baby porg. Look at this. Arms out, mouth open. Check this out. You ready for this? Y'all aren't ready for this. You don't even know. I don't even know. Where's the button? Dude. This one has a button, you guys. He makes sounds. He's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I would die for this porg. I would die for this little sound making porg so much. So much, in fact. I had to get two. One for home and one for work. They're so cute. Save the porgs. You're so cute. All right. And then because 13 Disciple loves me most, he got me a Dio. He's a full robot. He robots and everything. Hang on, let's see if we can get him to connect. He says all the cute things.
What is that? Hello, I am Dio. Friends ahead. Hello, I am Dio.
He's trying to drive.
Hello, I am Dio.
Hang on. Let's see if we can switch to desk cam real fast. He wobbles on his own and everything. He's so cute.
So sorry. Squeaky wheel. I have a squeaky wheel.
He has a squeaky wheel, guys.
Friends ahead. Squeaky wheel. I have
I have a squeaky wheel. He just hangs out. I'm not even touching him. He's so cute. Porglum. So I said that I would make a Star Wars fanfiction after droids sticking around would be problems with porgs, and then it was quickly told to me that I have a porg problem, and then I was like, oh no, they are correct. Porgs are from Star Wars, specifically The Last Jedi. All right, buddy. No, calm down. It's bedtime for you. Bedtime for you, my dude. Your squeaky wheel. And how cute is this? The remote control is also a little Dio stand. Gets his own stand. We have learned I'm not very good at driving him when I'm sick. And the cats all fear him, as they should. Rainbow Brights, hello! Flashbacks of possessed Furbies. No, these are cuter. Did you get 56 of them? I tried. I got 2, 4... I got 7 porgs. To add to my 2 previous porgs. No! Add to my 5 previous porgs. The porg army grows stronger. They are the tribbles of the Star Wars universe. You gotta show the one that makes the noises? Alright. Hang on, I get the noisy one back out again. Oh no, where'd he go? Here he is. Yes. He's so cute. Did I turn him off? I turned him off. You just pet him. All he wants. He wants a little love. Okay. Moved him a little bit. There we go. Got a little smushed. Fluff him right back up. He's so cute. All right. I love him immensely. I would die for this porg. I would die for this porg. Also, because I'm just that big of a nerd, I got a Jedi holocron.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen, with the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place.
But you can get a green kyber crystal to put in your holocron, and it now turns it into a magic 8-ball. Oh, no. Come on. You're supposed to turn green. Get your shit together, holocron. I don't think it's going to do it.
This is Master Obi-Wan.
Nope, hang on. Put a black kyber crystal in it. Damon was going on about his journey to get a black kyber crystal. This kid. I think... Oh, there we go. Green. So now, in addition to having an Ask the Sarcastic 9-ball, you can ask the Jedi Holocron a question. And you'll get a sassy yes or no answer from Yoda. Anybody want to try it? It's so loud. Anybody have a question for the holocron? I don't think the black crystal works in the Jedi holocron. Damien has a Sith holocron. It's very cool, but also kind of cringe. You calm down. Will Fire Mage finish their blanket today?
Meditated on this question, I have. My answer is no.
Yoda's a little shit. Is fall coming? We'll ask Yoda. Sassy Yoda holocron. Sassy Yoda holocron. Is fall coming?
Much to learn. You still have.
That's also a no. Fall is not coming. We're gonna put this away where it's safe. Safer over there anyway. What about winter? Winter's always coming. Is it okay for adults to play with toys? Bash, what kind of question is that? Of course it is. Of course it is. Oh, let me turn closed captions on. Sorry, gang. Excuse me. Just slowly dying. Forever dying. All right, so that's what's been going on with me. We hung out with Brett. We got all the Star Wars toys. It was a really nice time. And then just when I was starting to miss them, I got COVID. And I was like, no, I don't miss them anymore. It was a really fun time. COVID has been mentally a little bit rough for me. I've had a bit of PTSD about that. But we're not going to get into that today. It's a very long story. I'm going to cough too much. Can RC cars get speeding tickets? No, because they're not road legal. I had an anxiety-related setback yesterday. Otherwise, I would have finished my blanket. As it is, I'm on the last 15 rows. Mage, I think you can do it. I think Master Yoda's just goading you into being a better version of yourself. I thought it was legendary, and I was like, yeah. It's legendary. What's going on? So we were supposed to have a steaking stream. That did not happen. So I pushed it back to after our fundraiser in September. So new dates for steaking stream are Friday, September 30th and Saturday, October 1st. Sorry, gang. The dogs hate it and chase it around. Super cute. Saturday, September 3rd, though, coming up. Next Saturday, 1 week from today. 1 week. We're doing our To Write Love on Our Arms charity stream. And I need your help, guys. So in Discord, under charity stream ideas, I need to see things that you want to have happen for our charity stream. We have Dead by Daylight, and we have another World of Tanks stream coming up. Would you guys be interested if we gave out shirts from To Write Love on Our Arms? Is this a charity you guys are also interested in? Tell me all the things. What do you guys want to see? I'm not watching the stream without audio. Calm down. No, I already got Dead by Daylight. I need new things. What do you guys want to see? Did you want more giveaways? Did you guys want... Yes. To Write Love on Our Arms, Mr. Talika. Is the charity we're shooting for next Saturday. I wish to play a game with the Stacy. Yes. I already got you, Huntress. I need more ideas. Need all the mores. Dropbox games? Yeah. Can I donate Humble Bundle codes? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you can. We could do, yeah, Huntress, message me, hook me up. Maybe we'll do a thing to where every $100 donation unlocks a giveaway. A year's worth of random games. Yes. Did you know the band Nothing More is a huge supporter of that charity? Mr. Talika, there are a ton of bands that are a huge supporter of that charity. So To Write Love on Our Arms is actually one of my local charities. They're here in Florida on the coast. I've worked extensively with them in the past. They helped get me through a lot of tough times. I've utilized their services. I've mentioned their services. They just signed up with Soft Gaming, which is the charity crew that I'm working with to run these charities. So the same format as last time. They just signed on with them, and I am so very, very excited to be working with them. I absolutely adore To Write Love on Our Arms, and I cannot say enough nice things about them. It's a charity that's super near and dear to my heart. I'll get into a bunch of those stories when we're doing the charity stream next week. Next Saturday, but also leading up to it. But I want to know, what do you guys want to see out of this charity stream? So last time we did the charity stream, excuse me. We were knitting a hat, and I gave the hat away at the end of it. What would be better, a stream gift card or a crafting gift card? So I believe Soft Giving is going to be giving us a gift card to give away at the end, similar to what we did last time. Last time at the very end, they did a push and they gave away a wireless headset and I think like $50 in Etsy gift cards. So I think they're going to be doing something similar. I have a meeting coming up with them this week to confirm. But I need you guys to go into Discord, and where it says charity stream ideas, give me all the things you want to see. So let's see. Stuff mentioned on stream today. We have Humble Bundle codes to give away. We have you'd like to donate. Rainbow Brights, message me separate. We'll talk. Message me separate. Jackbox games. Stream. Do a community game night. That could be very fun. Fall Guys stream. We've done a couple of those. You guys do seem to enjoy those. And we'll do giveaways. I think the main thing you guys want is left shoe. Stop it. Queen Keeney, good morning. Lunch is over. Glad to see you're back and doing better. Mr. Talcott, thank you very, very much. I hope the rest of your day goes well, and thanks for spending your lunch break with us. Rainbow Brights and Huntress. I got your messages. I'll talk to you after stream. Possibly tomorrow, depending upon how tired I am. I hope you're feeling better. COVID is no fun. I am feeling immensely better. This cough is just really the thing that's really getting me down. So really the question I have for you guys is, what do you want to see me doing during said stream? Do you guys want some spinning? Do you want some knitting? Do we play Fall Guys? For what do y'all want to see during this stream? I think we have a lot of stuff to give away. I think we have a lot of fun prizes. I think you guys are coming up with some fantastic milestones. I'm very glad none of it involves eating elf pasta again. That was absolutely disgusting. I like to see whatever it is you are up to doing. That's fair. I want to see you enjoy the stream. Just got over my COVID. Wife has long COVID. Oh no. Knitting and gaming. Freckle Fireworks. Hello. Good morning. Knitting and gaming. I think we could do that. Horde night with Huntress. Huntress, it's already in there. I told you. It's gonna be like the first milestone. We gonna Dead by Daylight it up, my dude. That's not the problem. Oh, Horde night is not 7 days. Pass. You get Dead by Daylight, you don't get 2. You only get 1 monster game out of me, man. For those of you just joining, we are next Saturday, same bat time, same bat station. We are doing a charity stream for one of my absolute favorite charities on the planet, Try Love on Her Arms. Question for you guys. Would you be interested in shirts from them? So Try Love on Her Arms originally started as originally started by raising funds by selling t-shirts. That's it. That was their original how to help. You can donate or you can buy a t-shirt. So on their site, they have expanded immensely in the last however many years. And have a bajillion shirts in lots of different colors. Is this something you guys would like to see? Should we give away some shirts? To where you can win a shirt of your color and choosing and size off the website? Is this something you guys would like to see? I'm so very happy to support this charity with whatever you guys want. The Hinka countdown is at 16 days and 1 hour. Hinka got me something? Don't spoil it. Stop. Everyone needs shirts. Most restaurants won't let you serve without one. No, they won't serve you. Oh, yeah, that's right. You said it right. I can't read. I almost cried at the "You Are Not a Burden" shirt. I adore these. You like the shirts? All right, so we'll give away a couple of shirts. We'll give away some shirts. This is their original shirt, their title shirt. I'm going to change it to a different color so you can see it easier. They used to sell these all over town in a bajillion different colors. But the thing that I really, really love about it is that on the inside is printed their story. The original story. Which I absolutely love. How does giving away shirts raise money for the charity? Bash, so what we'll do is, we'll have milestones. So if we, every $100 donation you guys get, or I'm still working out what the milestones are, but we'll give away a couple shirts. And then because I'm buying it from the To Write Love on Her Arms website, it's going, I'm purchasing it out of my pocket. Will be my giveaway portion. So it is, they still make money off of their shirts to help support them. And then you're helping get the word out, which is also nice. And they are mostly size inclusive, although a lot of their 4Xs are sold out, but they do go quite large, which is nice. So we'll add some shirt giveaways into the mix. Beautiful. All right. This is excellent. Thank you guys. This is some good stuff. Beard Otter Gaming, hello. Yeah, we'll get into it. I have a very personal story with the charity. We'll talk about a little bit in next week leading up to it. It's just gonna make me cough. It's a very long story. It's gonna make me cough too much to tell it today. Also, today will be a relatively short stream since I'm still getting over COVID. But I did want to get back into the swing of things, mostly because I missed the snot out of you guys. Also because we got spinning to do. I finished up that spin we were working on while I was sick, and now I want to ply it, and the plying's the best part. First, we're going to weigh some bobbins. First up, our deep, deep purple. So there's our first bobbin. And we got two of these guys. We have one that has like more, the color changes more quickly. You can't tell as much on here, but the color changes faster. And then we have this one that I spun where the color changes much more slowly. But they're both 2 ounces. And then lastly, we have this beautiful ecru. It's just slightly off-white fluff. That's really pretty. This is going to be the most barber pole-y, weird-looking purple squish fest ever. And I cannot wait. Do the cats know you're sick? Yes, Bash. The cats have been all over us. Sergeant Major Skills, hello, my dude. I am feeling infinitely better. I sound terrible, but I'm doing great. In comparison. Your uncle and aunt had the Rona last week? Yeah, we've had it all this week. Damien and I both have it. Everyone's like, I don't know why it's hitting you so hard. And I was like, it's our first time getting it, man. I'm really careful. I just broke my streak. I'm real upset about this. I'm competitive. All right, hang on. Let's get the spinning wheel situated. So you guys can see what's going on and I can still see you. Gio, whatever you have sent, I'm sure it's amazing and I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Hang on, let me just get this, let's get the camera going. Sorry, gang. Okay. All right, here we go. Boop. get some lighting fixed. See a little better. Blows me out a bit, but that's fine. Might be too much. There we go. Gio, I'm sure whatever you've sent is amazing, and I'm gonna adore it immensely regardless. All right, so let's get each of our bits. Let's move the mic. Handy dandy clothespin. So the censor button is now a COVID cough button. Yeah, basically, it's just the mute button at this point. All right, let's get our leader hooked up. So we spun this clockwise, so we're going to apply it counterclockwise so we can lock in the twist. I'm going to put a bunch of twist on my leader. I'm going to yank it up so it's going to pull it right in. Hook it through our leader. It's already spinning. That's good. Drop this down a bit so it doesn't yank as much. Need to yank a little bit more than that. Just gonna pedal. I am plying them. We just started. Except I'm missing the white. There we go. That's what I wanted. You know, all 4 strands. Up just a smidge so I don't have to pedal as hard. I'm a tired old woman today. What happened to the electric spinner? Bash, it won't be here until October. Pre-ordered it. Feel quite right. All right, so let's do this. I don't think this is spinning quite enough. So remember, we're going to do our plyback test. So it looks good, but there's not enough twist in there for me. I want it to be a little more twisty. So we're just going to pull it back, and we're just going to run it through again. Give it a little extra twist. Now, it's still not twisting in on itself very much, which is good, but it has a much nicer barber pull to it. I know it's hard to see. Fergster, hello, my dude. I am definitely on the mend. I sound a lot worse than I feel. Still tired. Still got a pretty heavy cough. Fever seems to have broken. Steroids are doing all of the magic. And I'm coughing way less today than I thought I would be, even though I'm talking, which makes me very excited. I am slowly turning into a question mark, though, so let's fix that. All right, let's take a look. I think I'm still feeding this in a little bit too fast. I'm just very excited. Very excited. Yeah, I would like this to be a little twistier. Just pedaling too fast. We're not fast enough. I'm feeding too fast. Let's fix this. I also can turn this tension down so it gets a little more twist in it. There we go. That's nice. Biggest thing about flying is to just take your time with it and to keep stopping to check, especially when you're first getting going. On a new spin, even for beginner spinners, or even for advanced spinners. This is why we test. Look at how delicious this is coming up. You can't see it. It's great. Just trust me. It's fantastic. Did you take anything besides steroids? Yeah. You can't take ibuprofen with steroids because the steroids are metabolized through the liver, so I've been taking Tylenol, acetaminophen for fevers. Can't take anything too taxing system-wise. I have some very nice cough meds. Very nice cough meds. Like with all the codeine and the good stuff in it. So it's mostly just managing symptoms and sleeping it off. And letting it run its course. Like some fever is good, really high fever is not. Had to pick up an O2 sensor. Those little finger sensors that gets your pulse, your oxygen rate. Since my cough is in my chest, I've had to really monitor it to make sure that my lungs are still getting enough oxygen. Some cough meds are great stuff indeed. Fergster, they're so good. And I knew I got the good stuff when it says on there, like, do not drive or operate machinery. And I was like, yes. The good stuff. Which is also fantastic because then as long as I'm on it, I'm like, oh, sorry, I gotta keep working from home. Not that work would have cared if I was working from home. I was still sick. That's the kind you want. I'm telling you, man. It's good stuff. Glad you're on the mend. Me too. I mean, it seems like the worst part about COVID is just keeping an eye on it and knowing when it gets worse, when to seek help. We definitely have mild cases overall, and being vaccinated, I'm sure, has definitely helped. Mostly it's just been coughing and being tired and taking it easy, which is not something Damien or I tend to do well, especially the main part is we both feel guilty for taking time off while 13 Disciple was here. So like Damien's a full-time streamer, so he took time off streaming to hang out with 13, and then he's also taking time off streaming to be sick. So he feels like, well, crap, man, I should be streaming more. And I'm like, I should be working more because I just took, a week off of work, and then I'm also taking a week off sick. But that's also just because we're dorks and we don't want to feel like we're letting anybody down. And that's just mental crap we have to work through. It's so variable from person to person, yeah. Don't use a lightsaber on cough medicine. I would never. That stuff's so good. Mine came more like a sinus infection. Queen Keeney, my husband's, is a sinus infection. He's just had a sinus headache since Tuesday. Mine's been more of a chest cough, but honestly, that doesn't surprise me. I'm really prone to bronchitis when I have like a really bad chest cold. So the fact that it went straight to my chest really didn't surprise me. It's just having to keep an eye on it. You could do a sick in bed live stream. I can't, Bash. Damien's there. Last night we finally were like, screw it, no more sleeping on the couch. Because we've been taking turns sleeping in the bed and on the couch because both of our sleep schedules are screwed up. So basically we just sleep wherever the surface strikes. But because we're both coughing and tossing and turning and feverish, we've been trying not to sleep in the same bed at the same time because we thought we would just keep each other up. But last night we were both like, screw it, we need a proper night's sleep. And that's how I knew we were getting better, because we both slept a full night's sleep. I get that taking time off is always just a last resort to me, and you know it shouldn't be. Exactly. And everyone at work's been really nice about it, and they're like, take all the time you need. It'll be okay. And I'm like, but I feel like I'm letting you guys down. And they're like, but you're no good to us. And I'm like, yeah, no, man, it's fine. There'll always be time to catch up with work. If you could have planned accordingly when you came down with that COVID, you'd have planned accordingly. I would have if I could have. KB, enjoy those meatloaf burgers. Those sound fantastic. I will say I know that I'm feeling better because last night I was actually hungry. I would say my biggest problem with this is like having to remember to force myself to eat. Because especially with fever burns so many calories, so you have to keep eating. Or you just get weaker and weaker kind of deal. So like it's just been a struggle to remind myself to have to eat and be like, I gotta eat something. Sometimes you have weird dreams when you're sick. Oh, Bash, I have all the weird dreams. Always. First of all, vivid dreams as a side effect of my main medication. So already not good. And second of all, any of the good drugs give me real weird dreams. And then fever dreams on top of that. So like I've just been having bananas dreams that make no sense all week. Like, I'm pretty sure I cured cancer in one of them, but I couldn't tell you because I can't remember anything. It has been very convenient. We've been having evening thunderstorms every night, so I get a thunderstorm to lull me to sleep every night. Very happy that the weather gods sent that as a small comfort to me. It's very kind of them. I'm gonna have to sacrifice a hamster or something in their honor. Somebody asked earlier if I think it was you, Bash, asked if the e-spinner was a simple machine. Guys, this looks so good. You can't even see. Let me take a picture of it in a hot second. So technically, the spinning wheel is a simpler machine because the spinning wheel doesn't have this physical wheel is a simpler machine because it doesn't have a motor. But the e-spinner is also a simple machine because it doesn't have a lot of pieces and parts to it. Basically, the only difference between the e-spinner and my spinning wheel is that one is motorized and one is foot pedaled, and one is infinitely smaller, but they will work the exact same way. I quit my job last Thursday after working at the same place for 16 years. My boss called me on my day off and told me he was going to come to my house and find me if I didn't pick up. What? He's going to come to your house and find you if you didn't pick up? What kind of emergency could possibly constitute a threat like that? 30 minutes later, he called me back and said he solved his issue by talking to other coworkers. Yeah. You're not the only person who works there, as it turns out. I decided I could no longer be available for him 24 hours and my mental health was suffering, so I quit. Good for you. That's stupid. What kind of monster? You want me to go to his house and find him if he doesn't pick up? I'd do it too. Might take me a week though. I'm feeling a little tired. That's no good for you, Queen Keeney. Screw that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Sounds like a happy ending to me. My ma had a fever once and was convinced I went into her room during the night and poured a bottle of wine over her. And I couldn't convince her otherwise. That sounds like a fever dream. You know what, Queen Keeney? I'm real proud of you for taking a stand for yourself against just morons. 'Cause you know what the best feeling is going to be? Is when somebody, when you go to apply for another job and they're like, oh, can I ask, why you're seeking a new job or what happened with your previous job? And then you just tell them that story and no one's going to blame you for quitting. I mean, like, well, crap, she can put up with all of that. It's an amazing ending because this week the bakery said I always wanted to work at posted they needed help. Yes! Do it! Do something that fills your soul for a bit. This is the best news. My boss and I have had a lot of conversations lately about passing up promotions. Because he keeps checking in with me, right? Because the biggest problem in the workplace right now, in America as a whole, is that people feel like they're not being offered enough opportunity for growth, and they're not being listened to, right? So my boss keeps checking in with me and he's like, I just want to make sure that you're happy, because he's a really good boss and we get along really well and I adore him immensely. I might die for this man. Only on the clock though. But still. And, so he keeps checking in with me and I'm like, dude, I don't need to keep seeking further advancements. So I used to work in like hotels and other lines of business, and I hated it because the whole pressure was you have to want the next promotion, you have to keep bettering yourself, you have to want something more. And I'm like, but I'm really happy where I am. But I kept like plussing myself up to get the next big promotion until I burned myself out. So like I went from being a front desk supervisor to being the duty manager of a 2,000 room hotel by the age of 26. And I hated it. And I cried every night on my lunch break on the steps out back behind security. And I hated it. And everyone's like, oh, you need to pull yourself together. And I'm like, pull myself together from what? This is terrible. I never wanted to be here. I just wanted to be front desk manager. Maybe. Like, people only wanted to talk to me if they wanted to yell at me. Most of my job was evicting people. or going to security incidents and being like, you guys need to solve this before sundown or I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Like I hated it. So when my boss keeps talking to me and goes, are you sure you don't want a promotion? I was like, dude, I'm happy where I'm at. I have a good team. I feel like I fit here really well. This job gives my sole purpose. The whole point in being a secretary is I want to be the person where y'all are having a crisis and you come up to me and you're like, I don't know what to do. Can you help me find this? And I always have the answer. I know exactly where to go every single time. It makes me so happy. I like being, Radar, O'Reilly, Johnny on the spot. I love it. My team loves it. They know they can depend on me. I'm so happy. And I have a job that actually pays the bills. And I only have to work one job at a time. This is the first time I've ever had to do that since I graduated college. So I'm just like, why would I give up something that I'm very happy with a group of people I work very well with in the name of, quote unquote, getting a promotion? And my boss is just like, that's really hard to argue with, but I have to keep checking in with you. And I'm just like, if I don't report to you or my team changes, that's another story. But I work really well with this team, so I'm really happy here. And that's a conversation we have to keep having. Like, sometimes you could just be a premier person. Like we have career-long production assistants, and that's it. All they've ever wanted to do is be a production assistant. They've been a production assistant for the last 15 years. They're going to be a production assistant for the next 15 years. They're very good at it. They really like it. Let them do what they're happy doing. The problem is when you just assume everyone is happy or everyone is not, and you don't check in with them. And that's because nobody wants to hear the hard truth that they're being shitty managers, so they don't want to check in with people. That's what that is. Hotels are a tough business. Keeney can support both of us so I can have a job I enjoy and have a proper work-life balance. You have to do stuff that feeds your soul. I have only done... That's not true. I've done stuff that feeds my soul but doesn't feed the pocketbook. And that's why I had 2 jobs. I had 1 job for the money and 1 job for the soul. And now they get to be the one and the same. And it's the best feeling in the world. I just had that talk with my boss. Good. We should be talking about this more. I just was reading about bakery workers in England recently who went on strike and won a 44% pay raise and an end to 0-hour contracts. Yes, 0-hour contracts are bullshit. Bullshit. They're fantastic. They're my new idols. I want to meet them and learn their secrets. I'm sure they'd be happy to be interviewed. Makes you want to pull out my spinning? You should. People keep telling me I should go into management, and I would definitely rather be the bottom of the ladder. So here's the thing. I definitely run my department. Not directly, but my managers wouldn't be able to find their heads without me. I definitely am one of those people who run the place, and I'm very okay being the behind the scenes keeping the glue together person. I like it very much, mostly because I just like being available to help people when they need it. What do you need to do your job? Great. Let me make sure that you have the tools you need so this team can be successful. And then I'll just do my extra work on the side. Fantastic. Half of my job is just walking around, making sure that my team has what they need at any given time. And I love it because I get to build a connection with them and I get to make sure that they're all running smoothly. And you know what? When shit hits the fan, I'm usually the one who fixes it. And I love being Johnny on the spot. I don't need all the fame and the glory. I know I run the place. All secretaries do. I worked 45 to 50-hour work weeks. I could cut down to 32, but apparently my boss still couldn't accept that. Oh, for crying out loud. Queen Keeney, I'm so glad you made that decision. Tell me what to do and I'll go home. I've worked all the higher up jobs in my field. I like the variety in what I do. Yeah. Management sucks. Could I do it? Yes. Does it make me happy? Not really. Is it where I'm best suited? No. I know I'm middle management, and you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I don't need to run the world. And they're done that. Sucked. I want my e-wheel. Lady E, we were just talking about how it's not coming. My e-wheel isn't coming till October. My job was amazing, killing stuff and helping people, and I ran everything but the paperwork and the marketing. Yep. Now I'm older and wiser and life is short, so it's time to be happy. Queen Keeney, you got it. My thing is that I never want to promote high enough so that I'm not doing the actual work anymore. I thrive in a support position. Yes. I don't ever want to be so high up where I can't volunteer to help out with special events. I don't ever want to be so high up to where they're like, well, she'll never do the Christmas taping. That's where the fun stuff is. I also like being a little bit higher up to where everyone's like, oh, don't go ask Steve. And I was like, why? Steve's just the director. He's fine. And then I just march into Steve's office and I'm like, dude, why haven't you signed this paperwork yet? And they're like, you can't just march into the director's office. And I was like, well, you just signed the paperwork. It's fine. I also like working in a department where I can do crap like that. Admittedly, I do not work in the most normal of places. We don't have a normal business structure where I work. I mean, the whole thing's run by a mouse, for crying out loud. I love being the knowledgeable one that can answer questions and train folks, so I also want to get my hands on the work. Yes. All right. I'm going to take a hot break. My trusty clothespin. Also, because I never get to do this while Freckled Fiberworks is here, if you guys want a fantastic part-time streamer, you need to go follow Freckled Fiberworks. They're the ones who got me into spinning, enabled me right down the spinning rabbit hole. Fantastic stream. Not on a quite regular schedule yet, but you know what? That's fine. Because if you have notifications enabled, you don't ever have to worry about it. Let's get a glamour shot so you guys can actually see what this looks like. You guys, this looks so good. This is going to be the squishiest shawl ever. I'm so very excited. It's so purple. I love it immensely. Oh, excuse me. I like how you say in pajamas hanging out here like I'm not literally in my pajamas. Also, I just yanked my headphone cords clear out of my headset. There we go. All right. Please never feel obligated. Do it. Do it now. Yeah, these are very clearly sleepy baby Grogu pajamas. They have Z's all over them. I'm fine with this. So this spin will be free. So where I live in Florida, where it's 1 billion degrees outside and then approximately 40 degrees inside. And half the meeting rooms at work are freezing and the other half are sweltering. So the goal is to make the squishiest, barber pulleyest purple mess of a garter stitch shawl ever that I can basically wear at work as a wearable blanket. And so far, this spin is living up to all of my hopes and dreams. I love it immensely. I think it's just gonna be good old garter stitch on a bias. And it'll be very fun to knit. It's basically my supervisor's position, and she wants me to get to the point where I can be her when she's not here. I'll just call the commander, BRB. Yeah, most of the time I'm kind of like, what's the worst they're gonna do? Fire me. And honestly, that's fine too. I'm also usually the person at work that's like, I'm not certain how well thought through this plan was, Master. Like, I enjoy being the person in the back of the room that's like, did no one ask and then what after this? But then what? Yeah, this is all well and good, but what happens when it rains? Just like poking holes into crap and not having to be responsible for it, I think is what it is. So yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. How have y'all been? I hope y'all have been safe and healthy and all the things I have not been. I mean, I've been safe, but also Wednesday my #1 complaint was I'm dying, but I'm not dying fast enough. So, you know, I'm only slightly overly dramatic. I have had a history of bronchitis, so right now at this point it just feels like coughing the last of the crap up. So it's been very mild for me. My husband has not enjoyed it at all, but he just is also just terrible at being sick. Hides my broken crown. Sinful, I really hope you're okay. You had me so worried when you said you had staples removed. I was like, if a record scratch could have played in the background when I read that. And I genuinely am feeling so much better today. I know I sound disgusting, but I'm like, I feel great in comparison to all week. My pipe dream is to be the idea person. Anyone could call me and present me with some details and then pay me for my ideas. Mage, I don't know how to make that a business, but man, if you figure it out, I'm here for you. That sounds fantastic. We need to set you up with like a crafting 101 hotline. I would very gladly pay $5.99 a phone call to call you up and tell you my crafting issues and have you solve them for me over the phone. Could be like Miss Cleo, but actually, you know, help people. That's rude. Sorry, Miss Cleo. Kids of the 90s represent. R.I.P. Hunter Snows. Call Miss Cleo now. Huntress definitely knows. Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Gotta get that last. My hands got too sticky. Yeah, sticky wicket. Alright, there we go. We're back on track. Man, the memories. Hey. Punk Bunny says it's Stacy. Hail. Hail to you, good friend. How goes it? I miss all of you immensely. I'm very happy to be back among the land of the living, though. I tell you what, though, Planet Smoothie, I don't remember what it's called. It's like Mountain Man something. I don't know. But it's got oats and honey and no bananas. Screw bananas. I think I replaced it with strawberry. It's got oats and honey and strawberry. It's so good. It possibly is the only thing that saved my life. And I'm getting one this afternoon, I've decided. I saw a color monster and he drank all of Mama's favorite color blue. Is that how you got your hair to change, Pixie? Is you drink all that blue? Because that either sounds like a fantastic parenting trick or very dangerous. My parents, I always had straight hair as a kid. I still do. But my parents convinced me to eat the peels on apples, apple peels, and the crust on bread by telling me that it would give me curly hair. What I didn't know was that my mom got her hair permed. She didn't eat the peels on apples. I refuse to feel that. The color monster is still hungry. Can you tell her hi? As long as the color monster doesn't go after my purple, I think we're safe. Have you had your water today? If not, repent. Repent. Your water reminder is so overly dramatic, but I sort of kind of love it. I wanted every bite to have apple peel in it, so once I got all the way around, I didn't want to eat the rest of it. Punk Pixie, you'll appreciate this. My number one, I loved having 13 Disciple in town, and it was very fun. But my number one complaint was there was not nearly enough coffee sit-down knitting time at all. So when I was talking to Hinka and the string player about it, they're like, oh man, that sounds crazy. We're not going to do that, right? And I was like, hell no. How are we going to sit down and do any knitting when you guys are here? Because my favorite part about when we were all hanging out was we all were like, it is now time for knitting break at the same time every time. We're all like, break? Yes, break. We were so in sync. I loved it. This kid does not know how to enjoy his vacation. He was like, no, the rest of my vacation is the vacation from Disney. And I was like, this is exhausting. It is too hot. Why did you come to Disney in August? I hate you. It's not true. I love 13 immensely. But I was like, I cannot wait for String and Hinka to get here because they understand what slow down and knitting time is. The solution to this is obviously to cut the apples into wedges. Oh, but cutting things is so much work. Too much work. We had tons of knitting time at the lake house. Well, like, so we're planning on doing stuff while they're here, but like we have like one thing planned for every day, right? Like every morning starts out with like tea and coffee and knitting, as it should. None of this, I'll meet you guys at the hotel at 8 a.m. so we can be at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge by 9 a.m. nonsense. Doesn't seem like a vacation for anybody. And then he made fun of me when we were standing in line and I whipped out my knitting and I was like, well, it's the only knitting time I'm going to get today. And I'm also tired of standing in line. Supreme Doom, hello. I am spinning my own yarn. You came in for the fun bit. We are plying the yarn today. Oh, excuse me. So we previously spun all of our fluff into these singles of varying colors so that it would make this super barber pole-y fun stuff. And now we are plying all four together into yarn. Today is yarn day. Now it's time to see if those codes are worth the price we paid. Also, Supreme Doom, how are you? I'm going to get you a shout out here in just a second. Fantastic crafter and delightful card maker. Making all the fancy things on the Twitchiverse. So go check him out. Also, let me get some other shout outs. Good friend KB Fibers, always fantastic. All of the knitting and the crocheting and the spinning and the things. Super busy over the summer holidays. Got a new puppy. Oh. Oh. What's his name? Tell me all of the things. Introduce me to your child, please. I'm that person to where when I'm on a Zoom call and someone's cat pops up, I still say, please say hello to your cat for me. And that will never not be a thing, and that's fine. KB asked if I want to go out on the boat. I'm like, nah, I'm happy. It's too hot and sunny out there. I need somewhere cool and shady to knit. You know, cool and shady, like me. He's a Labradoodle. His name is Riley, and he's 3 times the size he was 3 weeks ago. Oh, poor girl. I feel like Stacey would just want to see my cat cam and set my face. Huntress, I do like your face, but also, you are not wrong. But I say that out of love? And stuff. I understand. Please tell your cat I said hello. And tell your mama I said, how you doing? I didn't mention there's a secret path for kayaks. Secrets. Merry Christmas. I miss Shirley Q. Liquor so much. And tell your mama I said, how you doing? Punk Pixie, I will do it for you. Free today. I turned off most of the redemptions because I didn't know how well I would be feeling. And I was just too tired this morning. I was like, we'll turn these off. Oh, also Punk Pixie, do you want the sarcastic 9-ball answer, or do you want the sarcastic Yoda Jedi holocron answer? I don't know if you were here for this, but I have a Jedi holocron which will tell you, which Yoda will respond to yes or no questions as well. But I will also take your sarcastic 9-ball question today. Holocron. All right. What's your question? I'm gonna warn you, Yoda is a sassy little mensch. What do you wish to ask? What is your question? Will I have enough energy to keep up with the kiddo? Dear sassy Jedi holocron Yoda, will Punk Pixie Blue have enough energy to keep up with kiddo and still have some energy left over?
A certainty this is.
That's a yes. He was a right little biatch earlier. Boop. I love this thing so much, I can't tell you why. If you take the Yoda Kyber crystal out, it just feeds you back the message of Obi-Wan Kenobi telling all of the Jedi to stay away from the temple. And I love that message equally as much. If Yoda says so, it's law. He told me I wouldn't finish my blanket today. Fiber Mage, I feel like that is a secret Jedi Master trickery, though. I think he said that because he knew that you needed to be told no to spur you on. Because I feel like you like the challenge. You'd like to prove that little guy wrong. I know you. I think Yoda knows exactly what he's doing. Alright, let's Guys, this is so nice. You can't tell, but it's very subtly changing purples constantly, and it makes me so happy. He's Jedi mind tricking you? He sure is. He's a sassy little swamp gremlin, and he knows exactly what he's doing. Old was Yoda? When 900 years old you reach, look as well you will not. Your ADHD, Brian? It's true. Yoda knows. He is wise. It's funny, Mage, because Brave Trans calls his brain Brian when his brain is misbehaving. So I just read it as your ADHD Brian. And that seemed fine to me. Maybe we'll have a purple-a-thon on next Saturday for our charity stream, where I just knit all the purple things. I do it often enough that my brain's name is always Brian. Purple is life. Y'all, this spin is so delicious. Y'all don't even know. It's so good. Have you seen Mar-a-Lago personally? Yes. A friend and I went down to a wedding in West Palm Beach, and it's impossible not to drive past it. But we never stopped or went in or anything. It's just a fancy resort for assholes. Like most golf hotels in Florida. Just a fancy place for rich assholes. But if you go to West Palm Beach, West Palm Beach is very tiny. The city where Mar-a-Lago is very small, because it's just a Florida town. It's just a neighborhood. And really the only thing, its only claim to fame is having Mar-a-Lago and a really nice beach. So it's impossible to go there without seeing it, but we haven't ever physically been. Gonna get my spinning out and try to make some progress. It's been sitting since Tour de Fleece. You should. It'll be very relaxing. This was our last big spin before we do our sweater spin. So every year I do a birthday sweater. And my goal for next year is for it to be hand spun. So we will be, in theory, spending the rest of the year spinning hand spun for a sweater. I have no idea if we'll make it or not. I have backup yarn. We're gonna give it a college try. This summer has not gone according to crafting plans, but that's fine. The sheep will grow more wool, as Freckled Fiberworks likes to say, that I've been very fond of saying lately. We'll just keep crafting. The sheep will grow more wool. Nurse String says it, so it must be true. I think I'm gonna have to make a shirt that says knit the yarn, the sheep will grow more wool, to go along with my that shit'll block right out shirt, which will be coming to the shop soon. I can't figure out what kind of font I want for it. What are you spinning for your sweater? I got some Knit Picks Wool of the Andes roving. In so Atomic Stacy colors, it's almost embarrassing. Almost. You want to see this? It's in Fjord Heather and Indigo Heather. A fancy font, because that makes cuss words fancy. Exactly, Huntress. This is very serious. It's so Atomic Stacy colors, but they're so delicious, and I love the heathering effect on them, and they're gonna look so nice together. So we'll be spinning this, and it'll be color work. Okay, but those are pretty. I haven't spun any Will of the Andes either, but they had a sale, and whoops, it just fell in. A whole sweater quantity. Oops. Another crafting accident. Oops, it just fell right in. But you have to say it in the same tone as Madonna in A League of Their Own. And she's like, and then just oops, and my button pops open and my bosoms fall out. That's a deep cut. Kudos to any of you who got that. I still haven't seen the new League of Their Own yet. I'm saving it for when I'm alive enough to enjoy it. Oops. And it just fell in, the darndest thing. So that'll be our spinning plan for the rest of the year, is spinning up that sweater quantity. I mean, my first sweater quantity, the whole reason I took up spinning was because all I wanted was a hand knit, hand spun sweater. And gosh darn it, we're gonna get there sooner or later, or else. Or else. Nothing but moss stitch for the rest of the blanket. Heck yeah! Mage is making the most gorgeous blanket. Pics are in the Discord. I'm sure we'll get a lovely finished pic later this afternoon. I have a kitty demanding attention. Well, take care of that cat, KB, my goodness. doesn't love a good fingering? You had a funeral, a family vacay, a major surgery, and now a wedding in October. Oh, that's fun. That's a very strange bookend to your summer. I think you've covered just about every major life event except for moving. Plenty of good reason to take time to spend with family. That's what I'm trying to say. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All goes along with the remembering not to feel guilty about taking time off for being sick. Your new sister is due in 2 weeks, and your sister is due in January. And then you'll have all the babies. All the babies. And then you'll have to spend next summer visiting all the babies. Another tough time. Visiting babies is adorable. Having babies, no. I like them best when I can give them back. Lots of knitting and crocheting. Luckily, babies take very small items, so your knitting and crocheting will go very quickly. Guys, this looks so nice. Oh, it's actually showing up on camera. You can kind of see how we got like the darker purple and then the bluey purple. Yes. I'm gonna take another picture. Here we go. Let's get another glamour shot. I have some more coffee. Bitcoin keeps dropping. Hope you don't have too much bash. I can confidently say I have 0 Bitcoin because I'm just too tired and old. Keep showing up distinctly even on mobile. Fergster, thanks for the update. That makes me happy. Usually my camera isn't this obliging, but I'm so proud of how this is turning out. I think it's gonna be so delicious. Delicious. So I'm gonna knit a big old squishy blanket shawl. So it's going to be like a shoulder shawl for when I'm in the meeting rooms at work and it's cold, but it's basically going to be a blanket you can wear. And I think I'm gonna knit it on the bias, so it's going to be knit diagonally. So it's going to be a rectangle shawl, but it's going to be knit diagonally. I think. A shanklet. It is going to be a shanklet. And I'm going to have a bit extra of this dark purple that I think I might see about crocheting a border. Gasp. Everyone clutch your pearls together. Stacy might have to crochet. Maybe that will be our crochet stream. Stacy crochets blanket border. Shanklet border. Schlanket. I don't know. I just like trying to fit the word shank into things, apparently. Oh my gosh. It is a schlanket. You are correct. We're gonna blame the drugs for that one. Clearly not Stacy's deep abiding love of trying to shank things. A shanklet would be a baby shank. Hey, you know what I do real good with those double point needles? Baby shanks. Bold words with someone with 2 eyes within stabbing range of these knitting needles. Like a tiny wee pocket knife for smuggling on planes. Oh, you mean crafting scissors. This conversation's gonna get me arrested. Your Honor. No, we're not singing the Baby Shank song. No. Not today, Satan. I'm now going to call my pocket knife a baby shank, is the problem. That's canon now. Pocket knives are baby shanks. Just like the correct term for a spider is a spooter, and the correct term for a snake is a nope rope. Baby shanks. Yep, that's a thing. It's decided. Guys, this is spinning up so fast. Nope, I gotta pee, I'm dying. Age, you're excused. Go wash your hands. I don't have a lot else going on. It's been a very quiet week. You know what? There ain't nothing wrong with that. 13 Disciple checked on me, and he's like, so by getting you sick, did I give you an extended vacation? And I said, technically. And he goes, I'll take it. Just happy to be feeling alive again today. It's alive. And y'all been doing anything else fancy? Y'all been posting a ton of stuff in the Discord. I've been so happy seeing everything you've been crafting. It makes me so... I love seeing it. Tink got a drop spindle, learned how to drop spindle, is making the most beautiful dusky purple lavender single ply yarn. KB's making all the little amigurumis. String player made an adorable otter wearing glasses for her coworker. So I'm glad y'all have been keeping busy. That has made me very happy seeing those updates. And deep cleaning my house, it's fantastic. Heck yeah. Well, I bet now that you're not exhausted from working 50 hours a week, look at all the energy you have. That'll be me the next week or two. Disinfecting my plague house for when Hinka and String come over. We are going to be undecided exactly how this is going to work out, but at some point the three of us will be streaming from my house. Rumor has it there may be some Lego Star Wars with the three of us. We also got a new roof this week because of hail damage insurance. Heck yeah. As long as you didn't have to pay for it. Sounds fantastic. I used to say I would never own a house because I'd heard too many people be like, vacations canceled, have to pay for a new roof. And I was like, that sounds like a nightmare. But I live in a townhouse, so it's all covered in our HOA fees, which is nice. Just post the Amis. Ooh, we'll check that out in a minute. Paid a small deductible, but it was a $20,000 roof. But you didn't have to pay $20,000 out of pocket, which is the big thing. Are you binging any TV series? Bash, I'm back on my old comfort shows. I've been watching a hell of a lot of MASH this week. Because I can just put it on and then sleep through it, and it makes me immensely happy. I've also been listening to like comfort audiobooks because I'm too tired. I was too tired to keep my eyes open. So like going back through my old favorite audiobooks and listening to those while I'm dozing on the couch. Specifically The Starless Sea, which is my favorite book. And what's the other book I was listening to? Oh, I picked up a new book called Why We Love Star Wars, and that's been fun. Finishing Murders in the Building. Bash, we haven't watched it yet. It's on our list. Right now, Damien and I we had been watching What We Do in the Shadows. I finally got, like a month ago, I was having an off night, and I wanted to watch like a comfort movie. And I was like, Damien, I'm going to watch this movie. If you want to watch it with me, that'd be great. I think you'd really like it. And he's like, what's it called? And I'm like, it's called What We Do in the Shadows. And he goes, I don't know. And I was like, it's a movie. It's a mockumentary about vampires. You're going to love it. And he goes, I don't know. And then I was like, oh, it has Taika Waititi in it as a very interesting vampire. And he goes, okay. Because Damien loves Taika Waititi. And I forgot it also had Rice Darby in it because Damien loves Our Flag Means Death. And I forgot that Rice Darby was in What We Do in the Shadows. So Damien loved it. And I was like, well, you know, if you really liked the movie, there's a TV show about this. And he goes, there is? So we've been watching What We Do in the Shadows on Hulu. I I watched MASH as a kid, and we would watch all of the reruns on TV kind of deal. Very spotty. And I remember it was a very big event. B-E, capital, big event in my household when it was announced that they were putting the MASH seasons on DVD. And every 6 months, every May and every November, they would release a new TV season, and we would get it, and my dad and I would sit there and we would watch the whole season front to back over like 3 or 4 days. It was a big deal. It was a super big deal because then we'd be like, oh, this is an episode we've never seen before. B-E, big event. So that was like my whole middle school as a kid, was getting a DVD player and doing the MASH stuffs. We're from Toledo, so, you know, our city bird is Klinger. And we had to. It's a big deal. Klinger is our city icon. Also, I adore that man. Tanks a calling. Sergeant Major Skills, good luck. Good luck to all the tanks. It was without the laugh track. First time I heard it with the laughing track, it drove me mental. The best part was doing the DVD where it had the giggle track. So they took it out of like all the ER episodes and then only had it for lighter stuff. So that's how we watched it. That was very fun. But otherwise, we just watched it the way it premiered on good old reruns. Oh, The Sandman was absolutely fantastic. Did you guys see the bonus episode of The Sandman that came out? With Calliope and the Dream of a Thousand Cats? That was real good too. If y'all have watched The Sandman, but you didn't go back and watch the bonus episode that dropped last week, go take care of that. Because the season 1 of The Sandman covers a big arc, and then there were like a couple bonus comics before the next arc started. So they made the bonus episode 2 of those one-off comics. And that it was very good. And the acting was just, oh my gosh, the acting in that show is so good. I still laugh that Klinger was the only one who stayed in the army. It had to happen though. Well, he didn't stay in the army, he stayed in Korea, but yes. I just feel like that show was so well written. Is it perfect? No. Does it always stand up to the test of time? No. Is it delightful? Absolutely. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. It's so good. The problem is I binged it. And I should have stewed on it longer. So I'm giving it a break before I go back and do a rewatch. But I absolutely adore that show. That kiddo needs a nap today, so you can catch a deep breath. That's what that kiddo needs to do. I will say, having had let these singles rest a little bit longer than I usually do, we're getting way less of those little pigtaily bits. The little strands that stick out and ply back on themselves. I can scientifically say there is something to letting your singles rest before plying. We binge seasons at a time and then go back and watch it over and over again. My dad was a big MASH fan, and I really liked it. So that was a very fun bonding moment for us, which later became him and I being obsessed with most war movies together, which was very fun. My mom and my sister would go like on a Girl Scout camping trip together, and then my dad and I would have like chili and a war movie marathon all weekend, and it was fantastic. Because my mom hated mushrooms and beans, which put our chili right out, and my sister was too young to care about anything. Klinger stayed because he married a South Korean woman, and I believe he stayed to help her rebuild her village. Memory serves correct. Excuse me. Klinger with a K. Corporal Maxwell Klinger. Played by Jamie Farr, who is from Toledo. Wasn't originally supposed to be in the show, but he had a one-off part as a guard who dressed in a skirt trying to get out of Section 8 and was instantly a fan favorite, so they invited him back and wrote his whole character arc based upon that. And then because Jamie Farr was from Toledo, he just played it up in the show, which is fantastic. In real life, Jamie Farr is part owner of the Toledo Mud Hens and longtime Tony Packer supporter. And less well known, the Owens Corning Classic is, for the longest time, was like the women's PGA creme de la creme. Was always played in Toledo, Ohio over the 4th of July weekend. And Jamie Farr was a huge proponent of women's golf until it became more popular for many years. Equality for all. So pretty okay dude in my book. Stayed in Korea to help his wife find her family. There we go. Mom knows. Everyone say, hi, Mom. That's Quilting Carol. She's my mommy. We're talking about MASH. Because I've been watching a lot of it when I've been sick. Ginger Zone was in here earlier. That's my sister, too. Yeah, all of MASH is on Hulu now, so I've just been watching a lot of that while I've been sick. And listening to audiobooks and just lying around being a bum. And you know what? It hasn't been too bad apart from the whole being sick nonsense. This whole resting stuff, it's pretty nice. I should give it a try more often. South Korea is such an amazing place today from the Korean War days. Yes. I would love to visit. It is a little lower on the list of things. Number 1 is Ireland. Number 2 is Germany. First I get to Ireland with Damien, and then I go to Germany with the string player. We've already planned it. Mash reminds me of going to my Grammy's house. It's comforting. That's how I feel about watching the Lawrence Welk show. Finally getting to catch your stream. Yeah, you're spinning. Faywin, hello. How are you? I am getting over COVID, so I sound pretty rough, but I'm feeling infinitely better. We spun 4 single plies, and we are now plying it up into yarn. Today's yarning day.